Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest, 8-Second Gaming. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the most asked for things in Apex. Now, ever since Apex came out, people that have been coming over from Titanfall have been begging Respawn to add wall running into the game. And apart from the Shadow Royale mode that we get during Halloween, we haven't really seen true wall running in Apex. Though that is starting to look like it's changing when you're playing Octane. Now, this is nothing new. Octane wall running has been in the game for around a year. It came out in around Season 7. I say around Season 7 because the people that discovered it weren't quite sure if it came in with Season 7 or if it was there before and people just didn't know about it. But with the attention that it got in Season 8, there was an update with the Chaos Theory event where they pushed out the patch that Octane was no longer allowed to glide along walls. So Octane's wall running days were kind of left in the dust because once it was taken out, everybody just kind of forgot about it and never tried to do it again. However, that seems to have been changed, and Moki Sniper has pointed out that it is back in the game alive and well, and it actually looks insane when you're able to pull it off. Now, there are some differences with the old one and this new one. First off, with the old one showcased by Moki Sniper, they were higher up on the wall with that version. You basically had to hit the jump pad and land on the wall at the right angle in order to initiate the glide. From what I can tell, it wasn't a very consistent method of wall running, and it was very tricky to actually get it done. But with this new one, it is actually pretty consistent. I myself am not a movement player, and I was able to pull it off multiple times. But on top of that, you are not going nearly as high up on the wall. You almost barely leave the jump pad in order to initiate the slide. So you're a lot less predictable, a lot harder to hit, and you can pull off a lot more crazy maneuvers with this. Now, just quickly though, before I tell you guys exactly how to do this, if you're here, it's very clear that you want to get better at Apex. And if that's the case, then you guys need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there, we have top level coaches creating the best, most highly informative guides in order to make you the best Apex player you can possibly be. We have legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and even movement guides where we teach you how to abuse the best movement techs in Apex. So if you're really looking to improve, click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, you guys are probably wondering how to pull off this wall run. Well, first off, the wall that you are going to be running on has to be perfectly smooth. If there is any obstacle in it, you are going to get caught on it, you're going to lose your momentum, and you're gonna look bad. There are multiple walls on every single map that this will work with. I myself was doing it on Stormpoint, and the wall that I was on isn't even all that flashy, but it's just a good example that literally any wall will work as long as it's smooth. Now next, you have to place your jump pad in the right spot. You want it as close to the wall as you possibly can. When I was doing it, I even had part of the jump pad inside of the wall. This is a huge part of it because you have to grab the wall almost instantly. Now next up, you want to run towards the jump pad and slide into it as close to the wall as you possibly can. And as soon as you hit the jump pad, let go of sprint and W and hold A or D, whatever side the wall is on, so that your character is just constantly grabbing the wall. That's all it takes to do this, and you'll know that you've done it correctly when you barely leave the ground and are gliding along the wall. Trust me, it's pretty obvious when you mess this up because your character actually goes on the trajectory of the jump pad. Now, there's nothing about this movement tech that requires it to be on M and K. It's nothing super special, so controller players should be able to do this as well. I myself am not a controller player, so I didn't get to test around with it. But again, there's nothing inherently special about this that locks it to M and K, so if you're a controller player, you're probably just going to have to play around with the timings a little bit more. Now, there have been some movement techs in Apex where there really isn't a situation that you're going to use this, but with how fast you glide along the wall without barely even leaving the ground, with this movement tech, all I can say is the sky is the limit. I kind of have a feeling that this is almost exactly like super gliding, where not a lot of people are going to be pulling it off in fights, but when you're able to do it, it's going to look super flashy, be very hard to track, and allow you to win some fights that you shouldn't really be winning. Now, like I mentioned before, I am not a movement player. I've never really been super fascinated by movement techs, but this one's actually so cool that I'm actually very excited to try it out in game and see if I can actually hit some clips with it. So that's why I'm throwing this out to you guys, the community. I want you guys to go learn this movement tech and start to try to hit some of your own clips with it. And if you do, please tag me. I would love to see you guys pull this off in game. But with all that being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did and you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys all for watching. Once again, I'm 8 Second Gaming. Come check me out on Twitch sometime, twitch.tv/8secondgaming, and I will see you in the next one.